Fancy Muse and welcome back to another video. So Arrtx once again have sent me more of their markers. This time they sent their liquid ink no pumping acrylic marker set. And I'll be honest, I was really excited to use these because they are so adorable. Much like their other markers, they are waterproof and have a brush tip. This set comes with 36 colours and their colour range is actually quite nice. I noticed that this particular set is more bright and pastel than their usual sets. So if you're more into pastels and like softer colours, definitely get this because it's so lovely and honestly perfect for what I was drawing today. That being said, there are dark colours, but they're just not as dark as what you'd usually expect from Arrtx. Out of all the acrylic markers that I've tried, I think these are definitely the most aesthetic, looks-wise, and in terms of like the colour range as well. And honestly, that was probably one of the reasons I was most excited to work with these. So with these markers, you don't need to pump them or anything, you just need to shake them well before every use, which is quite good and one of the reasons that these are really well loved. One thing I've noticed about Arrtx is that they're always coming out with new products and trying to make them better than the previous ones. So I think these were definitely a step up. The only downside is that I noticed when I was taking the caps off, the barrel would unscrew slightly, and it happened to almost all of the pens, so I wish that they were a bit more secure and didn't do that. I've seen other people say that they have the same problem when it comes to these pens, so maybe that's something they can work on in the future, but yeah, that's really my biggest complaint, I would say. The markers also say that they have better coverage and fewer pen marks. I'm not sure I can agree with the fewer pen marks because previous ones I've used definitely left less pen marks than these, but maybe it's just the type of paper that I'm using. But it doesn't really bother me because if it's in a sketchbook, then I kind of want it to look sketchy. But no, these are really nice. One thing that I was a bit shocked about was the weight of these markers. They definitely feel good quality because of how like heavy they are. I remember when I first like received this package, when I lifted it, I was so shocked by the weight. And then just holding one of the pens, I was like, wow, this is quite different because they're a bit shorter than Arrtx's other markers, so you'd expect them to be lighter, but they're actually heavier, I'd say. Anyways, today I'm drawing sharks, but with a bit of a twist. They're not just your ordinary sharks, they are like dessert sharks. So the first one was like kind of like a confetti cake shark, and then I made like a little gummy, and then this one is like a soda. So the actual insides of the shark is like liquid, and it's like, you know, like soda in a cup. And then as for this one, it's meant to look like a flan, although I'm not sure how obvious that is. Like one of those little yellow puddings. I put a strawberry on it and I think it helped it look more like a flan, but yeah, I really love to draw sharks and desserts, so I thought I'd incorporate that into one piece. I think I want to do more fish and like sea creature drawings on this channel, because not only do I see that they do really well, but they are probably my most favourite thing to draw. It's like number one is like sea creatures, and then number two is like people and OCs. That being said, I love drawing OCs, I really do, and I want to do some face studies on this channel, but I think next week's video will be all about fish and like just different fun stylistic fish drawings, because I just love to draw them, I really do. And I'm currently working on 2 sea creature sticker sheets, which you can see the process for if you get a membership. Also, I'm very sorry for not uploading last week. I hope you guys know that even when I don't upload, I'm still working on bettering the channel, and you can probably see that if you've been watching my other videos. It's quite different. I've got a different like border at the start, and I'm kind of just finding my branding, really. And I think it's going really well. I'm quite pleased with how the channel's looking right now. And I really hope that you guys also do. So this here is the confetti cake shark that I was talking about, and I love the colour pink, so this was quite fun to work on because the set has some really pretty pinks. I think this like darker pink that I was using is so juicy. Like it was such like a fun marker to work with. As you can see, I also did try to blend them out, and it actually turned out really nice. Like the results of the blending looked really soft, so I was quite pleased with that. I also tried blending on the flan shark, but that didn't go as well. But it wasn't the worst, I guess. I also made the mistake of directly using these markers on top of pencil. I should have really erased the pencil slightly before using the markers, but it's fine. I just went over the pencil a few times and I think it turned out alright. Besides, you'll later see that I did erase a bit of the other ones, so you'll see the difference between using markers on top of pencil and using them when you've erased the pencil. I really like the nibs on these markers because I felt confident when I was lining. Like I wasn't too worried about it getting too thick. And I think the nibs are quite like, they're good stiffness, I guess. Like they're quite firm, but still bendable and like flexible. So these are definitely good for like detailed things. I also really liked how well the white worked on top of the other colours. As you can see, it's like perfect. Also, the background music that I've been using, oh my goodness, I found a channel called, I think like Yeth something, I can't remember from the top of my head, but it'll be in the description. But I love the music so much because it's like Pokemon Black and White soundtrack, kind of. It's like covers of other songs, and it's so good, and I'm going to be using that from now on. It's so nostalgic and so cute. And I'm so sorry, I lost so much footage when drawing this gummy shark. I guess my camera just wanted to get rid of it. So that's why I don't have much of the footage, but I did put in as much as I could. Anyways, that is all I have to say for now, so I'll be back nearer to the end of the video with my thoughts, my final thoughts. So yeah, I really loved these markers. They were so lovely to work with, loved how firm but yet flexible that the nibs were, and how bright they are. Like, look at this yellow. Oh my goodness. I honestly am going to be using these so much because they remind me of the shuttle art ones that I have as well, and I really love those. I like when the pens are thinner because it's just easier to grip and doesn't feel as bulky. I'm also really pleased with how the illustrations turned out. They are so cute, and I think that the markers just went so well with them. But yeah, thank you for your patience, and I will see you next week. I hope you enjoyed these illustrations, and I hope you drew along with me. But yeah, bye bye!